felt like, oh, it's life and death in the line. Like no one's gonna leave until someone dies, you know? So once they closed that cage, I was like, oh fuck, my life in the line. I'm looking at everybody, my mom in the corner crying. I'm like, yo, man, I can't let her down.
Welcome to the Let's Excel Show, a platform for our people where we strive to excel. I'm your host, Excel Lopez, and I'm here with a very special guest, the Flex Fight Series Bantamweight champion, my man, MMA fighter Charlie the Reaper Cabrera. What's going on, bro? How you doing, bro? How you feeling?
I'm good.
Yo, thanks for coming in, brother. I appreciate you making time out of the day to pull up.
Thank you. I appreciate the invite. I was coming from Canal, Manhattan. I was working, you know. I was busy, but I show up, you know.
Yo, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you making that time. Like I'm saying, like you was coming, it was a struggle for you to come up here.
Got me stuck in Harlem. I was like, fuck, I need to take a cab.
Damn, man. Like what else is new, right? New York subways and oh my God. Let's not even talk about it. Let's not get me started. So yo, man, let's talk about it, man. Like about your fight career and all that stuff. How did you get started, man? Because that wasn't so that like now it's like, you know, MMA exploded. So like how did that happen for you?
So I got started because of my mom. Since I was 6 years old, she put me in mixed martial arts because my dad wasn't there. So basically, she puts me in there so I could learn to be more disciplined and then learn how to like social with everybody and how to control my emotions and stuff like that. Basically.
Okay, nice. So it was more like a tool to like, you know, focus in, like be disciplined and you know, fucking get your shit or get your rocks or where like you was aggressive and shit back in the day and stuff.
Yeah, I have my little brother too. We always play fight like to the extreme, like really hurt each other. Yeah.
With a pilong and shit. That's right. We all have brothers like that. I'm one of 5, so I know. Yeah. I still got knots to this day from that. But you using it to your advantage, man. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Absolutely, man. So let's dive a little deeper into it. So like who was like the fighter that kind of like inspired you to like get into the game? Like that you like first watched like
my first like MMA watched. I would say either George St. Pierre or Conor McGregor. Yeah, I like how their flow, how they fight and they get their money up and basically make it a brand for themselves. And I was like, oh, let me take that and let me make my own brand. And that's what I'm doing too.
That's dope. Because I was a big GSP fan too.
Nice.
Yeah, so he was one of those that I was like, this dude's great. He's great. Like he's not only a great fighter, he's a great person at the same time. So you know, it kind of shows people that MMA fighters aren't just like barbaric people and stuff. They could just be some humble dudes that just are good at kicking ass, taking names. You know? Yeah, man. So when did you start getting better that people started recognizing your craft and they started kind of saying like, hey, you kind of got something here?
Yeah, since I was little, let's say when I was like, I started since I was 6, let's say when I was like 10 or 12 years old, like I was like the top 3 kids that actually stand out in the whole mixed martial arts. And like I was in the flyers, I tapped kids out, the parents is crying, saying that, oh, I'm too advanced, and I'm not that belt level. And then when they like, oh, where? So they put me against people like it's older than me, taller than me, and then my coach and my old coach and my mom was like, that's not fair. And after that, he said, and my coach said, fuck it, we taking it. I still won. And after that, it's just a shut. I made the whole crowd just stay shut. Yeah,
that feels good, I'm sure, right? Yeah. Like people like doubting you, they're like, nah, that's not fair. It's like,
you hurt my son. Yeah.
Like Carlito, no.
Yeah, you got those Mexican moms too saying all this shit about their kids too. That's whatever.
Oh man, going through it. So after you did like you got like you was leveling up and you was beating people older than you and whatnot. So then who was the person that kind of like put you into saying, hey, you probably have something professionally now? Like that, like when did you see that future for yourself?
Yeah, so basically I Yeah, when I was like in teenage years, like 15, 16, I used to be like fooling around, doing like stupid shit as like a normal kid. And after that, it was one of my coach. He stopped me and put me in the side. And he's like, "Yo, I hate to see this. Like, I don't want you be doing a random job in the future, and you have a gift here. Like, stop wasting it. You wasting time. Like I waste." He said, "I waste time," and then like look at him. He said, "I could be different." And the day of the fight, when I was like 17 years old, it was my first like match, right? And basically like
Your first professional fight?
First
Okay,
professional
nice.
fight.
At 17, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
17. And that was illegally, but but we snuck in, you know?
Okay.
I was fighting a guy who was 23 years old. And basically I just went in there. Even though I was nervous and stuff, I just went in there, did my thing, went out, won the trophy, and I won. And just shocked everybody. And it was like, yeah, this kid's the upcoming, he's the future. From there, yeah.
That's what's up, man. Because that was something that I wanted to keen in on. You know, you said you was nervous. Yeah. Like how like, you know, leading up into that, like what was that day like for you?
That day was like that shit was like the scariest shit, man. Like, how you call it? Like I was confident in myself, at the same time I was putting so much down on me, you know. Mm-hmm. So how you call it? So that day I was asking my coach where he was hand wrapping my hands. I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna lose." He said, "Don't say that." Like he said, "Listen to the song." It was like "Middle Child" from
J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole. He said, "Yo, listen to the song and then sing it." And after that, I was like, "I bet." So I was singing it, whatever. After that, I see my opponent training, looking at me, staring down. Then we had like a fighters meeting. We all came together and this and then third. Then I'm hearing names calling this and that. And I was like nervous. I'm like, yo, I don't want to fight in my head. But I'm saying time, I'm like, fuck, I gotta do it. You know, I don't want nobody to let them down. So once I heard my name, I was like the last name, and then this guy too. So after that, we was like the main event. So that put my first fight was the main event. That was crazy. That was extra shit on me. You know. So once it's like I was basically nervous, scared, like a normal fighter, like first fight, you know. Even though I was confident here and there, but once I got in the ring, I let all my my fear went away once I started touching hands, you know. Basically touching hands, I felt so alive. It felt like, oh, it's life and death in the line. Like no one's gonna leave until someone dies, you know. So once they closed that cage, I was like, oh, fuck, my life in the line. I'm looking at everybody, my mom in the corner crying. I'm like, yo, man, I can't let her down. Then from there, second round came, and then I just whipped his ass. I was like, fuck it. Yup.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Because, a lot of people would want to know because like that's a different type of lifestyle as a MMA fighter. Right. You know, you cut from a different cloth. That's a different breed. Mm-hmm. So when were you able to study that opponent before you was able to, like, because that's your first pro fight, so he has nothing on you.
Yeah, he didn't have nothing on me. Like he had more fights than me, like 2 or 3 fights.
Okay,
but I couldn't find it because he was private. So it was my first fight. I didn't know, so I was just doing me like a normal 17-year-old, going to school, coming out of school, and just train and just act like, oh, like it's another day at practice, basically another day in the gym. So that's what I did. Got
you. And what was it that like how did you win by decision? Submission was it
second round?
It was an armbar,
real naked choke with a body triangle.
Yo, good stuff, man. Good stuff. I seen some of the other fights and stuff. The other fights was some entertaining shit, man.
Yeah. Those are like up there now, you know.
Yeah, I see it. So like when you because you didn't study that one, like what kind of like how much time do you take like studying a fighter? You know, like what kind of tendencies do you like? How fast do you catch tendencies? Like, what do you see things?
I see things in a heartbeat. Like I'm used to it now. So like right now, if I see somebody like their videos and fights, if I see a mistake, I'm catching and just practice that and just counter, or attack. Because some people like that fight is counter fighters. But I'm not gonna be a counter fighter. You're gonna be a counter fighter. So it's gonna be stalemate all along. So I have to pressure the attacks. You know. Mm-hmm. So the things that I see is like, oh, if I see your hands is too low, I'm gonna just aim to your temple or your jaw. If you can't grapple or wrestle, take you down. If you can't strike, keep you standing. You know, like that. Simple chess games, you know.
Okay, little things like that. Like, how about like, you know, ducking, or like if you throw a punch here, they duck kind of too far
so
off.
things
Type
like
stuff
that.
like that.
If they can't handle like getting hit, so I just keep putting pressures until they go to the cage, this and the third. Yeah, basically. If I like throw a feint at first, sometimes I even during the fight, I throw feints to see what he does. Oh, I see I throw a kick basically. I throw a kick, he try to catch. Oh, I bet I throw a kick again, he try to catch, fake the kick, boom, cross into the chin, right? Boom, and then he just falls down like that. Basically, simple chess games.
They all fall down.
Yeah, they all fall down, man.
Now, when I was analyzing your fights, I was first thing I noticed off of your fights, I was like, this guy got a really good left hook. I was like, that's quick. I was like, good left hook. It's straight. It's like, it's got a little loop, but it's straight.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, that's his punch right there. Quick. Cause I analyzed that. I love analyzing fights. So when I was analyzing your stuff, I was like, that's dope. I said, that's his weapon. That's his main weapon and stuff. And I seen you press a lot of fights like that. Like I seen the press, like, especially in Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Muay Thai, you go for broke quick.
Yeah, you already know.
So, because you know, you've taken some losses in your time in MMA. Like, what have you learned in those losses from it? Because like the fight that really that I'm coming up with was against Watson in that Muay Thai fight. Fire fight. That was a fire fight. Like, I was watching it with my little brother. My little brother said that shit was good. I was like, yeah, that shit was great. I was having a great time. So I don't know if you want to elaborate on that, on how that went down.
So the Watson fight, I got robbed point blank. I got robbed. I was winning. I dropped him in the first round. Got him leaking. I don't know if you saw it. I got him leaking. First round, they didn't give him an 8 count. They didn't give him the 8 count. So I let it slide. So I'm winning round 1, round 2, then round 3-ish or 4. Yeah, to the 4, he got me one lucky hit, a spinning back fist.
Oh, you got a little stumbled and so the wobble.
I got stumbled. He got one lucky punch. I was like, oh shit. After that, I'm looking at the side of my corner. Same time, I'm like, why this ref is coming? Like, he's gonna stop it right away. I'm like, nah, he's on that side. So I was like, fuck it. So I got back in the game. So he's trying to. After that round ended, and then round 5 came in. I started going crazy. Hit him, tagging him. Then I see him trying to do spinning back fist. So I already read it already. I'm like, you're gonna keep spamming that because that's your only punch. So I'm gonna just jab you behind the head. Boom. Why you spinning? Boom. Even though it's a legal hit, why you spinning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a very close fight. I was expecting I was gonna win. But even the judge said it. I mean, yeah, the judge, like the head director, he said like it was supposed to be me, but he said it could have went either way. But it was a very close fight. Most people that was there, they all thought I won, and I did more heavy damage than him. It just it is what it is. You get robbed if you don't finish the guy. So my advice is just to not let anybody that's fighting there don't let the judges decide about your fight. Just finish the person. Don't waste your time.
Don't let them dictate your shit, right? No, I see it because, like I said, that fight was phenomenal. It was fun. You pressured early.
Yeah.
It was you was in it like that. You was throwing, and then you recovered really well off of that stumble. Because I was like, oh shit, he got wobbled. I was like, oh shit. I was like, all right. And then you went. He came at you, but then you recovered like in a quick blink of an eye. So I was like, yo, that's dope. I was proud of you. You handled yourself with grace. Good stuff. And then another fight. What was that one? That guy had a long ass last name.
Which one?
That was the one you violated, dude. Some light skinned guy with a beard.
White guy.
You
a wrestler?
Yes.
MMA.
It was an MMA fight.
Damn, this kid. What's his name? I'll tell you right now.
It's a long ass last name.
Jake. His name is Jake DeMarsico.
I think so.
Yeah, wrestler MMA.
Yeah.
When I had that
MMA.
Dragon Ball Z Schwartz.
Yeah. You knocked him. You finished him.
Oh, I finished him. I won that fight.
Yeah, it was a finish. That the Jake one, I seen that one earlier today.
Okay.
Yeah, so, that one was a good one. You got that dub.
I'm guessing it was not Steven, right? Steven. Nah, it's not.
Not Steph. That one was crazy too for you.
Yeah.
Cause I was watching and you beat him with an armbar.
Yeah.
but he almost had you in an armbar.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, because I seen like, because I was watching, I seen it. I was like, yo, why are you going for this Kimura while he's standing up and you on your back? And
I was baiting him. I was baiting him, basically. So yeah, because I knew he can grapple. He only could wrestle. He said he wrestled in high school, but I don't consider him a wrestler, basically, because wrestlers, I faced wrestlers, they D1 colleges and stuff. He's not a wrestler, in my opinion. I was just baiting him just to take me down so I could finish him.
Got you. Because you were down there, you were on your back, and you was grabbing for a Kimura, and you were spinning around, and I was like, yo, you got to be careful, because I seen the armbar coming for him, and then he went for the armbar. I was like, holy shit, why the fuck? And you went, and then how do you stay composed in a situation like that? So basically, that's crazy.
I just like, I take a lot of BJJ class, or I'm like experienced since I was young. Like, I've been doing this since I was 6 years old. Like, I'm not gonna be like fighting strength with strength. I'm gonna be calm. If I'm like where the arm's gonna hurt, so go the opposite way. Then just take it out. Like, I did a move. I just put 2 hands right here and then push it against up his legs and just got out the armbar and then went to his guard. Then hit him some light taps and then guard past him. I knew he was gonna sweep, so he swept and then armbar him right there. Just grabbed one arm. He started punching. I knew it. Armbar in less than 5 seconds.
Bang. That's awesome. So like off of like the losses and stuff, like you said, like you felt like you got robbed in that one. On other ones, what have you learned about yourself?
To be honest,
because it's a lesson more than a loss, you know.
My lesson was to not let the crowd go over my head. Most of those fights is just the crowd going over my head. Since that entrance, I'm hearing boo, you suck, like he had a whole crowd. So I let them talk shit and went through my head. I just lost. I lost by fighting myself, basically. I was just fighting myself that day. But I promise you, next time it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna get my rematches, all of them. I even called Jake back. Speaking about him, I have proof on text messages.
Oh shit!
He's scared, man. He's scared. He said, quote unquote, he's doing this just for fun. So,
what? So it's not even about his. That's not a passion.
I called him out 3 or 4 times. The promoter saw it. They took his belt away. So he's not a champion no more. So I'm fighting for the same belt.
That's it. For Flex again?
This is for RFC.
That's
okay.
Flex,
I'm a champion.
That's what I'm saying. Flex, I was like, okay, RFC. Okay, got you. So, where I was going? What is it that what was your first discipline that you said? That it was straight MMA the whole time, right? You said?
Yeah, it was MMA. But my first discipline since I was a kid, I was naturally a grappler. I like to grab, slam, chokes, you know. I've been doing grappling a lot, and then from there, I used to get my striking up. I was not a striker, like I was whacking, punching, kicking. I didn't like to kick at all. To this day,
I could see it. I was like, I was going like, you should kick some more.
Yeah. So now, speaking about that, like back then I was in my old school. It's called MCF Warpath. Like, it's in the Bronx.
Nice.
I was with them. Then a lot of drama, shit, whatever, you know. So I went to this new gym thanks to my boy Ivan.
Shout out Ivan.
Yeah, shout out Ivan, my boy Ivan.
Yeah, Ivan.
Even though I was in depression, right? He told me to go to Striking 101. It's in Queens. So I went to Striking 101 in Queens. I was like, damn, that's mad deep. I was living in the Bronx. I'm like, damn, that's mad deep. I was thinking about any Bronx gyms. So I'm like, nah, they all whack. Like, I'm so picky with my gyms. So we went to Manhattan. Me and Ivan went to Manhattan, check other gyms. I asked them simple questions. They came and answered it. I was like, this is not the gym. It's not the third. So I went to Striking 101. By myself. And then I did it. And I liked it the first day, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is the gym for me."
Okay. What makes it the gym for you? Like, what kind of like environment do they create for you?
They created like teamship. No one talks behind their backs back then. And what else? The push, the grind, they hustle. The first day, they got me running in a thunderstorm outside around the whole block with the whole team. We did like 2.5 miles, and I thought we was running up the stairs. And they showed me like any type of weather, we would train no matter what.
Okay, so it was more just pushing through the grind and stuff. That's like what we do out here in these streets, right? Yeah. Push it through it. Like you just came from work, push through to get your ass here. So I appreciate that again. And your head trainer, it was what's his name?
This one is Jonathan Ruiz.
Ruiz, right? Yeah.
Jonathan.
So what kind of like mentorship does he give you? Because I seen in one of your fights, like you were pretty emotional, like hugging it out with him.
He's like I would consider him like another father figure, right? He took me in, like he took me in his gym. He showed me the ways how to become a businessman, not only as a fighter, as a man in general. Without him, I wouldn't even have the things that I have right now, you know. So yeah, he be pushing me. He be getting me fights like South Carolina, Delaware, etc. We're gonna have another fight coming up. Is in Florida, Miami. I think in September, somewhere in September.
Dope.
So he's hosting the event. And that's his own promotion. So I'm like, I bet.
Okay, dope. So like it's more than just like a partnership. It's like
partnership and a fight event
and a family.
Yeah.
That family dynamic. Because I like when you mentioned that, like, you know, it was like a father figure and stuff. I hear a lot about like what we need in this in our community, like as men, that you know, men are underserved with like figures like that.
Yeah.
So that's dope that you have that and stuff, because we need that for more people around us and stuff. So like, do you feel exactly? So do you feel like I was gonna say, do you feel like what's that called? More people will get that kind of like inspiration in the gyms and stuff?
Yes, I feel like if you come to Striking 101 and you meet him, he's gonna treat you like he treats me. Basically, he's in for everybody. He treats every of his students like as his sons and daughters. You know.
That's dope stuff. Yo, Charlie, that's dope. We're gonna take a quick little commercial break from the Let's XL show. More with the Reaper, Charlie Cabrera, right after this.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? If you haven't subscribed to us yet, you're wildin'. If you're listening to us, streaming us, and you still haven't hit follow, you're bugging. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. All that stuff you do for us, we fuck with you. Thank you. Love. Peace. Let's excel.
Welcome back to the Let's XL show. We're back right here. We're here with Charlie the Reaper Cabrera. One more time, thanks again for pulling up.
Thank you.
For sure, man. So again, we were leaving off at like you know, having that family dynamic that wasn't there before and stuff. How about the family dynamic that you had from the jump and stuff? Like, you know, how was it, like, you know, being like a Dominican from the Bronx, like growing up out here in this hood?
Yeah, Dominican in the Bronx. Like where I started, you just see kids like me shooting each other, like robbing, a lot of gangs. I was like in part of that stage, but I didn't chose that route. I was like, I'm more into the gym. I became like more as a gym rat, like always in the gym, not like going outside, hanging out with my friends, doing stupid shit, you know. Yeah, basically, the Bronx is tough, man. It's tough, but it's not only is tough, it just makes you become like a greater hustler, like a full-time grinder, you know, not only with like working out, but also getting money. And like I used to be like working to get money so I could pay off my gyms and shit like that.
Yeah, because you're dedicated. Yeah. You want that. So you do anything that you need to do to make that shit happen for you and yourself, right? Sorry, I'm about to get a burp in. So you said that your mom was the one that got you in.
Yes.
Like, and then she goes and she's scared shitless because what she did worked. Yeah. she got you into the game, and then you're like, fuck it, this game is about to be my life.
Yeah.
So how was her emotions through all this, you know? Because like, you know, Dominican moms love their sons.
Yep, they already love their sons.
They love us. They talk shit, but they were like, ay, mi Miguelito, ay, mi Charlie. Oh, you drop down? Oh, shit. Get up. There you go. And the pedestal where you're supposed to be at. Nah, you good, bro.
Like I was saying, yeah, my mom, she was like scared. Once I started like really fighting, like with our headgears, once there was no headgears, she was like worrying about my teeth and shit. She's like, oh, to my coach, why he's fighting with no mouthpiece? I mean, like without headgear and shin guards. So, like she was like crying, like she every single time I fight, she just cover her eyes. Like I'm like, what's the whole point of coming?
She just wants to hear the roar. She's like, that means Charlie's doing something good, right? Yeah. she needed that. But that's what's up that she's out there to support, man, because she's supporting the dream, even though like she's like not part of that. Because like my mom's on that same time too.
Yeah, I also shout out to my mom for like actually making me the person I am too. Also, even though she's not here, like she moved to South Carolina. Now it's all like she made me become a man. Like it's all for myself now. I just need a grind. Even though she's not here, she's not gonna be helping me like that. It's just me doing my own thing, you know, like do school, job and fighting. So I'm taking this fighting career very serious, even though she's not here. I'm just take this like my career to a whole new level, you know, and make her proud.
Yeah, because she put that time in on you to like do that for you. So I'm happy that she did that for you, and that she she instilled that confidence, that will in you to continue wanting to do this. Yes. So you knew you were good when, like I said, beating up your brother.
Nah, she used to be mad. Like I used to make my brother gush blood.
Oh,
and
shit.
Sometimes he maybe get me some good lucky hits, but maybe sometimes like we used to live with each other. Like we be talking shit like, oh, he thinks he's the older brother, so I gotta put him in his place, you know. So I gotta body.
Shout out to little brother.
Shout out to my little brother Elijah.
Elijah, we out here. No beef, bro. We don't want that.
Yeah, stay in South Carolina.
Yo,
man.
So in the fight game, like, has anybody really tried to get into your head, like talking junk, talking smack, like trying to like?
To be honest, no one. They could talk all they want behind my back, but in person, face off, they scared. They're shut. They be shaking. I'm like, nah. I just won from the start. You know.
You could already read the body language that it was something like you're like, okay, he's not about this time.
Yup.
Got you. Nah, but like you said that you wasn't really confident with the stand up, but then I see that you're really confident though. Like you gotten better now.
Yeah, I got way better. Thanks for Striking 101, Queens, Forest Hills. You already know. Yeah, thanks for them for like upgrading my striking to like where it's at right now. A lot of like Striking 101 just helps me with a lot of stand up like kickboxing, boxing. Actually, I got the boxing for myself, but they helped me with the kickboxing and Muay Thai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that school is mostly about striking, you know. And I'm like the only MMA fighter, and like 3 other 2, but like that's it basically. So we just trying to push. I'm Striking 101 to be all rounded instead of like one simple thing, you know.
Got you. So what does the future hold for the Reaper, man? Like what's the plans? What's the goals? What's the missions?
The plan is to turn professional, you know. I'm turning pro in September this year.
Nice.
It's either Bellator or Combate or different like UFC basically. Like any other pro leagues. It's just I gotta pick and choose. I might have my last amateur fight coming up soon. I don't know the date yet, but it's coming up soon. My last MMA amateur fight. Yeah.
Got you. And what type of sacrifices you made to put yourself in the position you're in now? Because it was something
a lot of sacrifice. Yo, man. You don't even want to know, man.
I want to know. That's why I asked. I asked the question, Charlie.
So, all the sacrifice I did is basically leaving the Bronx. Like didn't decide to go with my mom to South Carolina and just basically live with my girl in Queens and basically stay with Striking 101. That's all the sacrifice. Like I was in the Bronx and I didn't expect me to go all the way to Queens when I could have like a local gym in the Bronx or Manhattan at least. But I travel like all the way to Queens to the gym. Not only that, I have another gym too that I also travel to is in New Jersey. Shout out to KTS, Korean Tiger Studios.
KTS, you already know.
I be taking sacrifice. Even though I have no car, I do everything on foot or buses and train, you know. I walk across that bridge, the bridge to go to Jersey.
Ooh, which one? G-Dub?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, to go to Fort Lee.
Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah. So I walked that whole shit to go to KTS in Fort Lee. And what else? I used to take the bus to go to Richmond Hills for Striking 101 when this old location. But now I'm living in Queens, so it made it easier for me. Yeah, from there, I have a lot of sacrifices to make, and still to this day, I still do. Like I lost a lot of friends. I don't communicate to all my friends like that, but even though we still keep in touch, it's just I'm not like sociable like with them like I used to be, like when I was not doing fighting like that, you know.
Yeah,
I don't have the same time, so I'm just working with people that's gonna benefit me so I could reach my goal properly, you know.
Yeah, to help you keep growing.
Yeah,
because that's the thing about life. That's why I like, you know, your journey is something that like, you know, I'm a keep tabs on because I want to see how you're doing and stuff, and I'm gonna keep like. I want to see that grind. Like that grind is gonna make something out of you, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you for all that stuff, brother. Absolutely, man. Keep on doing it. So what are the what kind of advice do you have for maybe just like New Yorkers in general, or just people that's trying to get in the fight game, or you know, just for anything? Like what you got for them?
My big advice is for the youth too. Like mostly for the youth and all these kids and children that's growing up. Just follow your dream. If you have a dream, follow your dream. Even though if people think you're stupid or you think you're not gonna make it, just keep following it until you reach your goal, man. That's what I'm doing. And if you see me making it, just do the same thing, man.
Yeah, because they need that. We all need that support from each other. Because the more you grow, the more it feels like all the stuff that we would say to each other, like you know, just fucking around. Sometimes that did leave like a negative effect on people and shit, you know, because then. You know, it's like psychologically, they probably like, oh shit, probably don't believe me and shit. But when you tell people, like, cause you're doing it and they see it, so when they see that, that kind of stuff will resonate a little better.
Yes, and also put in the work, man. Not everything's gonna be handed to you. Nothing's handed to me. I had to put in the work too. It's crazy. I used to be spoiled, but not anymore, man.
Once you went to South Carolina, right? I hear that. Mommy, come back. I hear it, brother.
Big facts.
Nah, for sure, man. So then, yo, Charlie, man, it's been a pleasure to have you here, brother. Like, I'm honored to have you here because you, like you said, you struggled to get over here, man.
Big facts. I gotta go back to Queens after this.
I hear you, bro. I got you with a swipe on the train. Or you can just hop the turnstile. There's no cops in that.
I'm taking a cab.
Yo, so
my stuff, man.
For sure. So where can people find you on social media and whatnot?
You can follow me on Instagram. It's called _Cabrera_MMA.
Yeah.
Basically everywhere, just _MMA. And then just reach me out, you know. You see all my fights, my fight events coming up. And then YouTube, just search up my government name, Charlie Cabrera. And you see all my fights, you know.
Yeah, man. We can see all the dope shit that you've been going through, and you also promoting your own clothing line that you have.
Shout out to my clothing line, Vicious Hullums. You already know.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna let you forget that shit. Got you, brother. I had you. So, man, again, a pleasure having you here. Hopefully, we have you here again and stuff without all the bullshit circumstances with the train.
For real.
You know, get you back over here and see what kind of other dope shit you're doing. All right, brother? Thanks for being here, brother.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yo, guys, thanks for being, like, watching us out there, you know. Hopefully, y'all get something from this as much as I did, because I had a good time. Yo, like, comment, subscribe. And share this shit.
For real, we in Reaper time.
We on that time, yo. We already know. Guys, thanks for watching again. Yo, let's excel.